Hey, I'm gay.
Shh, I'm also gay.
And we're two gay guys.
Hi, welcome to TBBBAP.
She rocks that frock.
That's two best brothers bitch about ponies.
She eats rocks.
I'm Phantom Horn.
I want to fuck that horse.
And that's Keg Standard.
I'd like to tell you a little story, everyone. Ever since I saw Cutie Mark Chronicles, I have been dying to see Pinkie Pie's sisters in the main show Grown Up, because they are the best motherfucking ponies in this whole show. Of course, actually in that episode, Maude didn't actually appear, but it was okay because in Pinkie Pride, she's in the family picture we see on the wall.
Let me just say that this makes Pinkie Pride even better.
It does!
Not that it needed it, because that little glimpse of Maude in Pinkie Pride before she shows up in this episode, it's so small, but it adds so much. Like, they clearly learned their lesson from Cadence and Shining Armor, how it was so bad when they just dropped them on us with nothing, whereas if we'd ever seen a single reference or image of Shining and Cadence, no one would have had a problem with it, and that's what they did here.
Though really,
and it was great.
It does make me wonder why they even included her when they could have just used one of the other sisters who are basically substitutes of each other,
you know,
as far as we know.
It's a legitimate concern, but I don't really care.
I mean, it's not a big deal. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because actually, I kind of like the designs of the other ones a little bit more than Maude. I just like they're like gray and grayer. And this one's like, and Maude's purple, which is fine. But anyway, let's get back on track here. So I was hyped as fuck for this episode because we expected it to be Pinkie's sister, and I mean, it was obvious she wasn't going to be just like Pinkie. You can tell from the flashback in Cutie Mark Chronicles. And when she shows up, oh my god! Oh my god, it was so awesome! She's the best character in the show!
I really like her.
Maude is the fucking coolest of all. You know what she's like? She is like Cranky Doodle Donkey and Surrey Polo Mare, in that they're kind of like real dudes, and she's got like a distinctive voice. And you know, having a character who sounds like different, like she doesn't really fit in normally, just makes the world feel more alive, makes it feels more real.
I'm right there with you on the Cranky and Surrey comparisons. On the subject of Cranky, though, this episode and Pinkie having grown up with Maude and been this kind of strange friends with Maude makes me wonder why she had to learn the lesson that there are different ways to be friends in the Cranky Doodle Donkey episode, because like she apparently already knew it because of Maude.
I see what you're saying, but the difference here is that Pinkie grew up with Maude, so I think that all that time, it was just sort of subconscious thing of her like always being with Maude, and they became friends naturally. Whereas with Cranky, he was just a guy she met all of a sudden, and her normal like bag of tricks didn't work on him. So it's a different situation between the two.
I don't really see how that explains it, but all right. So this episode, it's all about Maude.
All about her.
Whether you like it is going to depend on whether you do like Maude.
I love this episode.
So if you're an idiot and you don't like Maude, then hey, you're entitled to your bad opinion.
Exactly. So one of the things I really liked about Maude was how she doesn't act like Pinkie Pie or the main six, or really like doesn't act like anyone else we've seen in Equestria.
She feels very unique. She does not feel generic in the slightest. She gets this whole episode to bounce her weird disaffectedness off of the main six, and I identified with her a lot.
Yeah, she's totally relatable. But you know, I think a lot of people might see this and be tempted to be like, oh, she's boring, I don't like her, she's fucking hipster or some shit.
Yeah, or think that she's awkward, or that she's rude or something.
Yeah, but like, no, she's not like pretending to be like this way. She's not pretending to really dig rocks, because that's what's in, like a hipster would do. She's actually really passionate about rocks. So her personality, I think it's great.
I like at the end when Rainbow Dash is like, we know you're different, and we're totally cool with it. Like, we were like, we want to be cool by showing we can hang with this weirdo Maude too.
Yeah, fucking friendship hipsters. But you know, there was one gripe I had with a little bit of Maude, because at the beginning, she does some weird shit. Like the first poem she tells Twilight that she wrote about rocks was really bad. Was like retardedly bad. So I was like, oh no, they're making her like shitty. But then
the second one was better.
Was actually fine. Yeah. I mean, it was dumb, a poem about rocks, but I was like, okay, they're not playing her just as an idiot.
No.
She's just different. And that was absolutely the right move. And then, okay, fuck everything else. We gotta talk about how fucking strong she is. When she was doing that thing, when she was playing a sport throw with Rainbow Dash.
She's only strong with rocks.
she's only strong when she feels like it, and she feels like it when rocks are involved. When she's playing that game with Rainbow Dash, Rainbow flies up in the air, gets a huge advantage, throws that rock, and is like, beat that. And Maud makes a fucking rock atomic explosion with her rock. It was the best thing I've ever seen. I had no idea that was gonna happen.
She's a rock genius.
She is a rock god.
She's a rock god.
She is a rock god. Guys, draw that. Draw that.
All right, so.
Oh my god, I loved it. And then at the end, when Pinkie's about to die, she's gonna be crushed, Maud fucking zips in there, faster than Rainbow Dash, faster than Twilight with her magic, and she beats that rock to death! She kills that rock to save her sister! Oh my god, Big Mac, get back in the gym, motherfucker, because she is making you look like a weak piece of shit.
She's pretty much...
Maud is the strongest.
She is the quintessential Earth pony. No pony is earthier.
Oh my god.
Than Maud.
She's the fucking best.
Hey.
She is my waifu.
Let me say...
I love you, Maud.
I know I'm only saying... Okay, Keg's pretty much got everything we love about the episode
Yes.
covered.
Yeah.
That leaves me playing offense
Yeah.
against the episode, bringing up nitpicks.
God.
But I do love the episode. But here's another... Something that was weird.
Go on.
Okay, so she wears that frock.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
wears that frock, and it hides her cutie mark. I was
yeah.
expecting... One, I'm disappointed we didn't see her cutie mark.
yeah,
That seems shitty. Two, I was kind of expecting that there would be a reveal at some point.
She's got, like, a
that,
fun-
like, she would obviously have... Like, you would think she would obviously have a
Yeah.
rock cutie mark, but then she would show it, and it would be, like, I don't know, like pink or something.
Smiles or
like,
something.
yeah, and it would be
Yeah.
some hidden aspect of her
Yeah,
that
that
you
would've
didn't
been cool.
suspect. Didn't happen. That's too bad.
It is too bad. But
Nah.
I was distracted by how fucking amazing she was, so... You know, I see your point, though. That would have been nice.
Hey, if she comes back and we see her cutie mark in the future,
They could totally do that. They
yes,
could totally do that.
it is a plot thread that has not been explored now.
Okay, I gotta bring it down here for a minute. Alright, let's talk about something else. Rarity had that big hat with all those gems on it, you know, and one of them fell into the basket. Maud picks it up and she eats that rock. She just eats that rock.
Headcanon.
What's up with that?
The rocks on Rarity's hat just happen to
Yeah.
be the magic rocks that Pinkie made the rock candy out of.
I
The
totally,
special
that's
rocks
kind of what I was
discovered by
thinking too,
Maud.
but they never say that, and it'd be a pretty ridiculous coincidence if
Yes,
that
it would.
just happened to be the rocks on Rarity's hat.
Yes, it would.
Also, let's talk about Rarity's hat for a second. It was the worst fucking thing I've ever seen her wear.
it was
By a huge margin.
it was baffling.
It was so ridiculous. How
But
could anyone... Like, I know she's going for, like, the rock thing.
But I liked how it wobbled.
I mean, yeah, it was done well, but it didn't make sense it was there.
This episode, what was the moral? I don't think it had just one moral.
Well, no, because it was a pretty reasonable story about pretty well-developed characters. So, you know, I just think there's, like, a lot to learn there.
I like how the writers can just say, you know, the things to be learned here are more complicated. There's not like one thing, so
Yeah.
fuck it. Fuck the diary.
Yeah, fuck the diary. Though, I mean, the obvious one to me seemed like you can't force people to like things they don't like, even friends.
There's that, and also how different people express themselves differently.
Yeah. Hey, here's one cool thing I noticed that maybe not everybody saw. Did you notice how Gummy was always hanging out with Maud? And if you think about it, Gummy and Maud are pretty similar. So if you think about why Pinkie would choose a guy like Gummy to be her pet despite her personality, and now you see Maud, who's her best friend, it kind of there's a real parallel between
I
the
never
two, you know?
wondered why Pinkie chose Gummy, because Gummy is a very silly pet, and
Yeah.
Pinkie is a very silly pony, so it always made sense to me.
But now...
But I did like the designs of the rock candy necklaces. Like how Rarity's is all like elegant.
That was cool.
And how Rainbow Dash is just like her giant cutie
Her
mark.
cutie mark, yeah.
Oh,
That
and
was cool.
I love how Rainbow Dash makes that kind of erudite reference. How she says that Maud is a riddle. What is it? A mystery wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in an
igneous.
An igneous.
Yeah.
And I love it. Rainbow Dash is an egghead.
Well, she specifically says, actually, that she learned that from being around Maud
No,
in
but
this episode.
even without the igneous reference, that riddle wrapped in a whatever, that's kind of like...
Oh.
That's something you'd expect Twilight to say.
Well, I guess so. Oh, one other little gripe. So at the end of the episode, they go all the way to the rock farm, only for her friends to already be there.
Royal transport.
And that was kind of weird.
Teleportation.
But you know, that's not even my big problem. My big problem is that we go all the way to the rock farm and we don't see a single other member of the family, which
Yeah.
I was really hoping to see.
Well, on the one hand, they just got there. On the other hand...
They were at their house,
Yeah, I
dude.
wanted to see them too.
Yeah, I really wanted to see them all. Oh, Inky Blinky, someday. Someday, I love you.
I really like Pinkie's obstacle course because it's obvious to everyone. It's obvious to the viewer. It's obvious to all the ponies that Pinkie just mishmashing all of their different things together into one obstacle course doesn't equal a fun time for all of them.
Yeah.
It's so clear that they don't even have to like explicitly say it.
Yeah.
It's great. I really like Maud's eyelashes. They're different. This is a new eyelash design we've never seen before.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And you know, she had that same thing when she was a filly. If you've seen that picture in Pinkie Pride,
Yes,
it's interesting.
although she and another sister have it in the Pinkie Pride photo, but the other one doesn't have it in the Cutie Mark Chronicles flashback.
Really? Huh. So in conclusion, I give this episode Maud out of 10, and Maud is a perfect 10.
I thought it was Maud-tastic.
And that's going to do it for this week's episode of TBBBAP.
Two best brothers bitch about ponies.
I'm Keg Standard.
And I'm Phantom Horn.
See you next time. Hey guys, I have something I need you to do. Artists, draw me with Maud. Ship me with Maud. Ship me with Maud! Hey guys, if you enjoyed our review, subscribe to our channel. We release a new review each week. And check out our other reviews of Season 4 episodes. And check out the TBAP Ask blog where you can ask Keg and Phantom any question you want. And the TBAP submissions page where you can check out fan art of your favorite ponies.